Howdy, howdy, folks. It's Nike S1280 here again, and it's time for race 26 out of 36, the Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400 under the lights at Richmond International Raceway. Now, we're out of the championship hopes, but we won Richmond earlier in the season, and I think we can do it again. Let's go look at the standings. 11th. I mean, we've just been landsliding back. It's so unfortunate. We made it as far as up as 7th, but just the championship's going to come down to these three folks right here: Gordon, Martin, Wallace. Make that 5. Marlon, Jarrett, Gordon, Martin, and Wallace. I think one of them will be the champion. I think that is a given. You know, when you're so consistent, you just can't, make any ground on any of them. I mean, Sterling Marlin has 14 top 5s this year within 26 races. At 18 top 10s, his average finish is 9.0. I mean, he's averaging a top 10 every week. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. He only has 1 win and 2 poles. Yet we have let's see, how many statistics? So we have 8 wins and 8 poles. 11 top 5s and 12 top 10s, but our average finishes in the toilet because it's been hit or miss for us. We either do really good or we do really bad. So that's unfortunate. Our upcoming schedule, we have Richmond. Next week it'll be New Hampshire. Then we got the night race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, which I've been begging for them to make the current Las Vegas race into a night race. I think that would be amazing. I personally think most of the chase races or playoff races should be a night race due to the football games. The EA Sports 500 at Talladega Super Speedway, that's going to be a fun one. We won Talladega, we finished 2nd in the 500, and we won the 400. So we have an opportunity to go, at worst, 2nd place throughout the whole season at restricted plate tracks. So we got some good tracks coming up. I have no clue how New Hampshire's going to work. That's going to be it's going to be a track I'm going to really have to build a good setup for. So that's going to be exciting. Our paint scheme. So do we run this one? No, let's see. Do we run this one or do we run this one? You know what? I think we're going to run this one. I think we're just going to run this one. Alright. Let's go to Richmond. Alright, folks. So we qualified on pole once again at Richmond International Raceway. And it looks like we got another hot rod today in Virginia. So I hope we can go out there and get ourselves another win. Again, the championship is out of our hopes. I mean, we're 500 points behind with 10 races to go. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, and we got some, I would say, hit or miss racetracks coming up. So we're going to go out there. We're just going to try to tear it up, man. We're going to go out there and try to get as much wins as we can. Let's sit down in pre-race ceremonies.
MRN comes to Richmond, Virginia for tonight's race, the Chevy Monte Carlo 400. Richmond offers a little something for everyone, doesn't it, Barney?
This is a fast track, even though it's less than a mile. Richmond's smooth surface gives the drivers plenty of room to maneuver and make clean passes, but you'll still see a fair share of bumping going on out there.
This is a much-needed break for Jeff Burton.
I could tell by the look on his face this morning how happy he was. I didn't even have to ask. Great to see him starting up front for a change.
Kevin Harvick accomplished an incredible feat in 2001. He won the Busch Series championship while competing full-time on the Winston Cup circuit.
To race all those miles and be as good as he was is simply amazing. I'm sure the extra track time helped him, but you just get tired racing like that every weekend.
Things are not going well this year for Jerry Nadeau.
Well, you're right. You can see the disappointment in his crew as well. These guys will bounce back, though. All they need is just one good finish to put their minds back on track.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Engines are fired. Outfitting, it's Rusty Wallace and Jeff Burton on the front row. Jimmy Spencer, I mean, I don't understand. This guy has just been so good in qualifying all season long. Oh boy.
Starting out front are the Citgo Ford and the Team Rusty Ford.
Let's get it green. There we go. Green flag. Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400. let's just try to go out here and have a clean race and hope we can pull away with a W. That's what I want to do today, is just win this race and just show that, hey, we might not be in it in the points, but hey, we're here. I mean, could you imagine that? Winning 9 races in a season and not even be in the top 5 in points. I mean, that's just crazy. That just shows how consistent the top cup guys are in this game. I mean, Marlon and Gordon and Jarrett, those 3, I mean, they're just so consistent. It is outrageous how consistent they are. But that just goes to show how good of a season they're having. That it's part of it. I mean, Matt Kenseth, he won the 2003 championship without even winning a race. So, I mean, could you imagine going out there winning 4 or 5 races and not even be in the championship mix because some guy just flat out beat you all year long, finishing 2nd and 3rd pretty much? It's crazy. And when you really look at it, the points between 2nd place and 1st place are literally the same almost. If you go out there and you lead a bonus lap, and you get a bonus lap, which is just a normal lap, but it counts as 5 bonus points. You do that, you get 2nd, you get like 170 points. You win a race, lead most points, I think you get like 175. So it's like, if you lead a lap, or get a max points, you're not gonna, it's only like 5 or 10 points it's gonna really put you behind. It's not really a big difference between 1st and 2nd. So I mean, it's just crazy to think that 2nd place gets to pretty much the same amount of points as 1st. So if you go out there and win a race and the guy finishes 2nd, he's essentially just doing the same amount of getting the same amount of points as you. So you can't gain any ground. But that's part of it. That's why I like the old format, is because it challenges people to be so consistent, to avoid those DNFs at all possible, because those are the legit opposite of a win. A DNF is literally, taking a win away, essentially, because you ain't going to get any points. This is back before stage points and all those gimmicks. This is where, if you don't finish the race, you don't finish the race. The only point you're getting that before the checker flag falls is, leading a lap or, leading the most laps. So there's only 10 points you could get before the checker flag falls. And that's only 10 points. If you finish 43rd, you might come away with 50 or 60 points. I mean, you're literally coming away with absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, this is going to be a fairly long race, 40 laps here at Richmond. It's going to be a little bit of endurance. But so far, we're leading right now. The car's feeling good. It's not as dominant, I don't think, as it was in the spring, but that's okay. I mean, it might be. I just got to find my groove. I don't know. But one thing's for sure is we got speed here. That is really important to show it back up here in the fall and have speed to be able to possibly win this race. So I just hope we can be able to do that. As this Let's Play season winds down, I want to be able to come out with a strong finish. This is the first Let's Play series on the channel, Diecast Buffet, so I want to make sure that we can kind of end it on a high note. I think top 10 in points would be a good high note, and all the wins we've picked up together. So I mean, I think that'd be a really cool thing to see. I just hope we can go out there and just knock it out of the ballpark and get 10 wins. I think that'd be awesome to get 10 wins. And Talladega's coming up. I know we can win that. Martinsville, I think we could figure out Martinsville maybe. I know we can figure out how to win here. So if we get this win, it'd be win number 9 of the season. If we win Talladega, that'd be win number 10. We still have Atlanta, so we could, if we use what we learned at Chicago, which we pretty much dominated that race. If you use what we learned at Chicago for Charlotte Motor Speedway, or Lowe's Motor Speedway, let's see what else we got. Atlanta Motor Speedway and Las Vegas Motor Speedway and Texas Motor Speedway. We might be able to come away with a win there at one of those tracks. So I mean, we could potentially get 11 wins, and there's no telling how Homestead's going to go. So I mean, we got a lot of opportunities to win. My goal is 10 wins. I want to be able to end this season playthrough on a high note. And what better way than to get 10 wins, top 10 in points. So we're just adding to a stat sheet pretty much at this point. But again, we're not going to win the championship. Sterling Marlin and then Gordon and Jarrett, they've been just lights out all season long. I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 of those 3 actually have an issue. We've had many issues. Just some tracks we're just not fast at. You know, I'm only human, and that's one thing I like about this game is it keeps you humble. You know, yeah, you can go out there and win some races, but it doesn't mean you're gonna win every single one of them. I mean, I've played Nascar 6 career mode on the hardest difficulty. Granted, I was using assists, but I would come away with like 15 wins in one cup season. I was on Hendrick, and it's just dominant. It's literally the same type of numbers you would see on NASCAR Heat 3, which is basically just once you get to it, the top team, you just win everything, and it's just no fun anymore. But that's what I love about the old NASCAR games is that you could really challenge yourself. You know, like in career mode, it's a struggle. The first two seasons are absolutely a struggle, and to be honest, I never got to the 4 or 5 seasons in career mode. I always give up. You know, it just takes so long to get through that, get through the seasons. So that's something I'm gonna look forward, in future things in this channel. You know, like the season mode. Like instead of us winning every single race, instead of us finishing last in the race, it's been a really good mix of winning some races, but also having some issues. You know, we've been collected up in some wrecks. We've wrecked. We've had pit issues, fuel issues. You know, we've had a lot of miscues this season. But guess what? We're cruising to our 9th win, and we're gonna stay out 1 extra lap because I remember in the spring we pitted a lap early, and we literally had to like feather the throttle the last 2 laps of the race. So I'm gonna make sure we have enough gas for tonight. Alright, we should have enough gas now. We stayed out an extra lap. Alright, no damage. Good. So again, as the season mode Let's Play winds down, I'm gonna be looking forward to a lot of new things on the channel. I got a lot of cool things coming up in 2019, and I hope y'all will enjoy it as well. We'll probably be watching this video in around December 15th, maybe around there, as something like that. But this video is currently recorded in November, so I mean, yeah, I'm trying to get as much of these recordings I can out for y'all because I care so much about this YouTube gig and I want to make it work. You know, everything starts in humble beginnings, just like everything in life, you know. So we came out pit road and we're 8th. I hope to God that yeah, they're pitting. Okay, cool. Gotta admit though, if I was to do any other car in a season mode on 2003, one car I would love to do a season in would be Tony Stewart's Pontiac or Bobby Labonte's Pontiac. I just absolutely love the body style of the Grand Prix. Absolutely the best body style I think that's like actual manufacturer body style probably that's ever ran in NASCAR, in my opinion. My favorite overall year class body style was 1998, but in terms of just one style car, of course I'd prefer, like actual legit stock cars that race in the 60s and 50s, stuff like that. But in terms of the the copy and paste style bodies, I think the 2002 Grand Prix is just beautiful. I think it is a beautiful car, and it's a shame Pontiac's not around anymore. Oh my lord, we got lap traffic, and we just got our first little bit of damage, but it's okay. KTK, really, bud? Really? Really? Get out of my way. Right. Who's in the lead? It is Dale Earnhardt Jr. He should be pitting any moment. I can't imagine that he actually earned that spot, considering we had a pretty good pit stop. I think, yeah, I don't think we lost much getting on pit road. We did stay out an extra lap, but I just can't imagine that he would actually be the leader. I don't know. I'm gonna try to run him down. just can't imagine that he would get that much spot position over me. So I'm hoping he pits. And it's maybe he actually did get that spot. That's ridiculous. I mean, would he take no tires, half a tank of fuel? I want this win, dang it. I'm not about to let Junebug win this thing. I'm gonna go run his hind end down. I want this win. I just can't believe he's that far ahead. That is ridiculous, man. I mean, what do we do? Have a 20-second pit stop?
We're running strong. Now let's work our way to the front.
Out of my way, Elliott. Sorry, but y'all are lapped down. I can get out of my way. I'm racing for the win here. I don't have any regrets racing these people how I do sometimes, because it just depends on the situation. Like when Warren Burton straight up kamikaze me in turn 3 at Indianapolis. I mean, it was terrible because it cost us 10 extra spots. You know, it's just things like that that really add up to the season. Meanwhile, we've gained a large amount on Dale Jr. See, I don't have any remorse because Burton ran us like that at Indianapolis, because he literally pulled a Tony Stewart and just dive bombed the corner. Cost us, what, a top 20, I think? And in that Pocono, Tony Stewart cost us the win. We are gaining big time on Dale Earnhardt Jr. here at Richmond. Just gotta catch him. Gotta catch him before these tires maybe end up getting, worn too much. I think he's actually battling with is lap traffic, and Dale Jarrett. He's a lap down here at Richmond. See the 8 car. Wait, is he pitting now? Oh, he's finally pit. How in the... Oh my lord. How in the world did he get 31 laps worth of gas? How? How did he like pit early on in the race? That wouldn't make sense, because then he'd be a lap down. He wouldn't consume the lead. That makes no sense whatsoever. So Junior, okay, they need to go inspect his Monte Carlo, because there's no way on God's green earth that car had 30 laps worth of gas in it. The fuel tank can't even hold that much, because they fill these cars up to the max before the race. That can't even hold that much. How can he go 7 or 8 more laps than anyone else in the field? That right there is that's something. Yeah, if that ain't cheating, I don't know what is. Reminds me of that story I remember learning about. I think it was Smokey Eunuch. He used to put extra fuel tanks in his car way back in the 50s and stuff. He would put these extra fuel tanks in the cars, and NASCAR, of course, back then wasn't as particular with inspection as they are now. And that's how he'd be able to survive, or not be able to pit so quick. He can stay out longer and stuff like that. His team. It's pretty interesting though. Little things like that, hiding extra fuel tanks in the car. It's pretty cool. It's something that it just shows the ingenuity and what racing really pulls out of people. It makes smart people even smarter, and it makes dumb people smart. It's the stuff they have to do to be able to make these cars go just a tick faster. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I think that goes more today than ever, because nowadays the cars are literally copy and paste. So to get an advantage on your opponent, you really got to find something that no one knows of. I mean, they've tried thousands of different techniques on the Gen 6. And the Gen 6 have been out, 5 years now, something like that? I mean, they've tried thousands of techniques. Every race team tries something different. So that's what I love about NASCAR, is the ingenuity, but, cheating is cheating, but then again, it's still a cool story. Oh, we're in the wall. Thanks, Marlon. Yeah, I don't want to beat up the car either, but yeah, it's part of it. At this point, I just want to win. That's all I care about right now, is just winning. Lap 39 out of 40 here at Richmond. Jeff Burton looking to sweep. We already swept Michigan. We almost swept Pocono. Coming to take the white flag. It looks like we're going to sweep Richmond this year. This will be our 9th win should we be able to hold on for one more lap around here under the lights. Beautiful Sitco colors retro. God, it's one of the best looking paint schemes of the early 2000s was Jeff Burton's Sitco Ford. I love this car so much, and oh, I would love to own this car in real life. Coming out of turns 3 and 4, it's going to be Jeff Burton winning tonight in the Chevrolet Monte Carlo 400 at Richmond International Raceway. There we go. Awesome win, folks. Win number 9 of the season. You know, like I said before, we're not dead, but we're out of the points, but we're not dead, though. We're not just going to lay over and not do anything. Absolutely awesome job by everyone at Roush Racing getting the win. And I think this might be, what, the 11th win for Jack Roush all year long. I mean, we're going to even do burnouts over here. I mean, this, you know, this has been a historical season. I mean, Jeff Gordon, mid-90s-esque season. We're just going to go ahead and do a burnout over here. Absolutely awesome. Awesome, folks. Whew. So we just got another max points day, but it's not going to matter, though. I mean, Sterling Marlin probably finished like second. That was a fun race, folks. That was a really fun race. I love Richmond on this game. I just don't know. It's something about it. It's just, I handle so well here. New Hampshire's going to be definitely going to be a bind, but I ain't worried about that. Let's go to Victory Lane. Beautiful Sitco colors on this car, man. Just, oh, it's so retro. I love it. 9th win of the season. Historic. I don't care if we won the championship or not. You win 9 races, let me tell you. That is an accomplishment of its own, and most people can't even get 1 win in their career, much less 9 in 1 season. Absolutely awesome, and we still got, what, like 8 or 9 races left to go. Huge win again. Sweeping Richmond as we swept Michigan. Hold up that trophy proudly hold up that trophy, because we just won again. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. It doesn't get old winning, I'll tell you that. So, Dale Jr.'s strategy of having an extra gas tank, that's some 3rd spot. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And Jimmy Spencer comes away with another top 10. Ken Schrader is going to get 6th. Absolutely awesome. Let's go look at the statistics here. So we led 28 laps tonight. So Harvick and Dale Jr., they both led tonight as well. We come away with max points. And again, 2nd place, didn't get any points, and they still get 170. So if I'm correct, if I don't lead a lap, which I have to win it. If I don't lead a lap, I get 165 points, and 2nd place gets 170. So there is an issue there. I think that is a game program issue there, because if I got 10 bonus points, unless I'm looking at it wrong in that's actually 175 points plus. I think that actually might be the what I'm looking at. So you get 175 points for winning the race, but you get 10 bonus points, or those are added separate, so they're not in this point statistic. But it's win number 9 of the season. Absolutely awesome. Great job to everyone in the Sitco Ford Taurus. Roush Racing did a great job tonight. Got our 2nd win at Richmond this year. Victorious again, and I want to see where Marlin finished. I want to see where he finished, because he was in the back. I remember lapping him. He finished 20th tonight, so he did not have a good run. So that's interesting, but so we won it. Absolutely awesome. If you like the video, please leave a like below. If you want to see more content from Diecast Fate, please subscribe to our small and growing YouTube channel. We need all the subscribers we can get. And also go check me out on Instagram at Diecast Buffet. Post a lot of cool stuff, custom diecast, stuff like that. And thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a great one. Diecast Buffet, signing off.